don't know me yet po, so my name is Mark James Araga po from under sales and marketing team po. So, okay, for today's training sessions po, we have here Pacific Cross po. And today, they will discuss their individual and group HMO po and also yung travel insurance po. So, i-discuss po nila yung mga coverage po and yung benefits po nila. So, here with us today, our speaker. So, ayun po, umpisa po natin sa, did you know po na si Pacific Cross po yung may pinakamaraming active new accounts po natin sa individual and also po sa ating travel insurance. So, here with us today, our speaker, um, he is the Territory Sales Officer ng Travel po, si Mr. Moisen Kieser, Channel Sales Head North Luzon Team, Mr. Francis Grepo po, and our last speaker po is si Miss Angeline Taran po. She is the Territory Sales Manager po. So, let's welcome po our speaker for today to discuss po yung travel po.
All right. So thank you, Mr. Mark, for that wonderful introduction. So good day, everyone. So before I begin, so I would like to thank Provide for giving me the time and opportunity to discuss or to present to you the Pacific Cross Travel Insurance product. So my full name is Moises Kaiser. Okay, you can call me Moy. And I am one of the territory sales officer of the Luzon Travel Agents team. So, next, ay, wait lang. Pwede pa-press yung dun sa, ay, hindi. Isa video.
We are Pacific Cross. Of course, our travel safe plans are reliable. That's one we recognize by leaders like We are Pacific Cross. Of course, our travel safe plans are reliable. That's one we recognize by leaders digest as the trusted brand for travel insurance. We are Pacific Cross. Of course, our travel safe plans are reliable. That's one we recognize by leaders digest as the trusted brand for travel insurance.
Pacific Cross, of course, you can buy our travel safe plans online. It's so easy. Just go to My Travel Safe.
We're Pacific Cross. Baggage delay, flight delay, misconnecting. Of course, covered yan ang travel safe plans namin.
We're Pacific Cross. Of course, ang travel safe plans namin covers domestic, international, and Schengen countries.
Ayun. So, I would like to invite you also to please follow our social media platforms such as TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. So, our objectives for today, we have three. No, our objective is one, to equip you with the right travel insurance knowledge for better understanding and appreciation of uniqueness to our clients. Second is to be familiarized with our travel portal. And third is our customer servicing. So this is our team, no, Luzon Agents team. We are headed by Ms. Sobideles under Sales and Distribution Group. Second is Mr. Christian Dwight Ferrer, our AVP or Director Head for Direct Medical and Travel Sales. And our channel head is Miss Jinky Toribio. So under our team, no, my territory sales manager is Miss Charo or Chala Guardia. And together with my colleagues, no, nasa office po sila ngayon, Miss Joanna or JD Shanko, Miss Alzen Sales, and yours truly, Moy Kaiser, and Miss Bernadette Camento. So if In any case na wala po ako sa office or naka-leave, pwede niyo po silang kontakin. So for our travel safe plans, we are it is categorized into three. So we have peso, US dollar, and euro. Pero to begin, before I introduce the plans, we have to inform you that our clients for our travel insurance purpose is first visit relatives only. Second is to business. So example, aattend ng conference or meeting sa ibang bansa or sa ibang lugar yung clients natin. Third is short-term study. Yung mga students na mag-aaral abroad, pero short-term lang yun. And lastly is leisure. So, to begin, ayan, no? So, yan yung first plan po natin is Worldwide Elite. So, naka-design po siya for euro and dollar plans. Available po siya sa single trip for individual and family and for our multi-trip. Yung multi-trip po natin later di-discuss ko po, yan po yung annual natin, yung yearly. So, itong plan na ito is available siya for yung mga babiyahe going US, Canada, and Europe countries. Next, we have the Asia and Oceania plan. So, it is designated for dollar and peso plans. Same din with under single trip for individual and family and for our multi-trip. So, ito yung kung may mga clients tayong pupunta lang ng Asia and Oceania countries. So, example, Hong Kong, China, yan. So, yan po yung plans na applicable for them. Then next, we have the domestic. So yan po ay obviously po is local trips. Pero ang local trips po niyan is for air travel only. Later po, yung land and sea travel, nasa next slide po yun kasi ibang plan na po yun. So under domestic, we have peso plans. Categorized siya into three. We have bronze, silver, and gold. And available din siya for single trip, for individual and family, and also for our multi-trip. So next we have the Worldwide Elite Dollar or the inbound. So yung inbound po natin, ito po yung example, may mga foreign clients tayo na gusto mag-visit ng Philippines. So example dyan is Canada, Philippines, Canada. So pwede po nilang i-avail yan. Pero take note lang po, ang ating inbound is applicable only for 0 to 75 years old. So kung 76 and above na si client, hindi na po siya qualified dyan. So ayun po, example niyan is yung kanina is Canada, Philippines, Canada, or USA, Philippines, USA. Example, may mga certain point na may connecting flight siya. Example, USA, Japan, Philippines, tapos Japan, USA. So yung Japan niya, kailangan connecting flight lang siya. Hindi siya pwedeng magtagal dun for 24 hours and above. Ayun.
Excuse me.
Yes po.
Oo. So pag halimbawa, nagtagal siya doon, so nag-travel pa siya, magiging to application siya?
Hindi na po. Yes po, kailangan kasama po ang Philippines sa... ayun po, yung insurance natin is kailangan kasama ang Philippines. Ayun po.
Yes, may inbound siya, but for the traveling, bawa Canada to Philippines, and then nag-side trip siya, Philippines to Hong Kong, nag-stay pa siya doon, then Hong Kong to Philippines, saka Philippines to Canada. So paano mo yun ititreat? Paano yung application nun?
Hindi po siya applicable, ma'am.
Papasok siya as inbound, pero
Opo,
paano mo i-accommodate yung ganun?
Opo. Ma'am, pwede pa repeat ulit nung...
Halimbawa, first travel niya, so may ticket na siya, Canada, Philippines. Tapos, bago siya uwi ng Canada, may side trip pa siya, Philippines to Hong Kong. Then bumalik siya Hong Kong to Philippines. Saka siya babalik Philippines to Canada.
Ayun po, doon sa case na yun, yung sa, ayun, yung Philippines, Hong Kong, Philippines,
Yeah.
separate application
Yeah,
siya.
yun-
So
oo.
papasok siya dun sa yung unang plans natin,
Yes.
Asia Oceania po, ayun. Ayun siya. Tapos another inbound na naman for Philippines to Canada. Ayun, yun na siya. Ayun. So next slide po, we have the short secure. So ito po yung sinasabi ko kanina na land or sea travel po natin. So example po, usually ito yung mga available to sa mga bata, yung mga educational tours. Ayan. So dyan sila papasok. Meron tayong coverage down for personal accident and also treatment, medical treatment coverage via reimbursement. So for our short secure, we have individual plans and we also have for group. Yung brochure po niyan, send na lang po namin soft copy. So next we have the multi-trip, no? So yung multi-trip, yan po
Moy,
yung...
sorry question.
Ay, sige po.
Regarding dun sa previous slide, no?
Yes.
Let's say for example, di ba we have corporate clients and then magkakaroon sila ng company outing
Opo.
or ang tawag ito, parang team building. Kasama ba yan?
Yes po, kasama po siya. Lalo na po usually yung mga corporate accounts po namin, yan ang ina-avail pag mga domestic sila na for land or sea travel.
So ito, let's say for example, wala siya masyadong restrictions. Let's say magkakaibigan, magbabarkada, gustong mag-travel, nag-rent ng van, pwede yan.
Yes po,
Okay.
qualified po sila dun.
Sige. Okay, thank you.
Sige po. So, moving forward po, no, ayan yung multi-trip natin or yan yung annual trip. So, if may mga clients po may clients po tayo na frequent silang umalis, so, yan po ang pwede nating i-alok sa kanila. So, yung multi-trip po natin or annual is unlimited number of trips per year. Pero sa trips po nila, maximum of 90 days lang po. So once na na-exceed po sila ng 91, hindi na po yun covered, yung ika-91 niya. So after kada tapos po ng kanyang trip, magre-replenish po yun for another coverage. Ayan. So ayan po, ang available plans po dyan, same din with before, ang nawala lang po is yung bronze. So usually, dito sa multi-trip po natin, ang binibenta po natin ng mga agents natin is yung Worldwide Elite. Kasi yung sa Worldwide Elite po, worldwide na po yan covered. Pero example, si client kinuha lang niya isang Asia Oceania. So example, pupunta siya ng US, pero yan lang ang in-avail niya, hindi po siya mako-covered. Likewise din po with domestic. So yung annual natin na domestic is basically for local lang. Once na lumabas siya ng bansa, hindi po siya covered. Kaya po, maganda po dyan is yung Worldwide Elite Dollar na po.
Hello po, may question po. Sir, yung sa 90 days po, kapag nag-effective na po yan, tuloy-tuloy po dapat? Or...
Ay, hindi naman po. So once na bumalik naman siya dito, makakat na yung coverage and then another replenish na naman pag bumiyahe siya ulit. Ayun. So next is, ayan, yung issue age and coverage days po natin.
Hello po sir, good morning.
Our issue age, no, na applicable po sa ating individual plans are from 0 to 100 years old. So yung published premiums po natin or yung basic premium are from 0 to 75 years old. Pero once po na 76 to 100 na po sila, subject to premium loading na po yan. So wala po dyan sa slide pero take note nyo na lang po pag 76 to 78 times 2 of the premium loading, tapos 79 to 81 times 3 of the premium loading, and from 82 to 100 times 4 of the premium loading. So take note lang din po, no, ayan, ang overage po natin is hindi po siya applicable for our inbound and short secure plan. Next, yung family plan po natin. So we have minimum of 3 members and maximum of 4 para ma-cover po sila sa benefits. So yung parents must be 18 to 75 years old. Then yung minor or yung children must be 17 years old and below. So what if, may mga tanong po, what if 18 na po or 19 na yung anak nila? So hindi na po yung papasok sa family plan, magi-individual na po sila. Ayun. Then next, for single trip plans, ayan no, so ang coverage po natin is up to 180 days, which is andyan po sa brochure natin. Then for our multi-trip or annual plans, so ang coverage po natin is up to 90 days per trip with unlimited number of trips per year. Ayan. Next is yung Schengen area coverage natin. Yan yung usually sa Europe countries po natin na nag-a-apply po for short stay visa. So usually po, it allows the person to travel to any member of the Schengen area. So individual plan po ito and pwede rin din sa multi-trip. So, yung clients po natin, very important po na pag magpapa-issue sa atin is dapat nakipag-coordinate muna sila with the embassy kasi baka may mga, usually may mga requirements yan, additional number of days, ganyan, para maka-coordinate po sa amin. So, usually kasi ang biyahe nila is, example, 15 days. Pero nire-require sila ng embassy, example na lang siguro yung Italy, nagre-require ng additional 15 days. So, bali total of 30 po yung 30 days po yung kanilang coverage as per requirement ni embassy. Then ayan po as follows po no yung mga Schengen accredited countries po natin. Next for our premiums, no, kumbaga ito po yung summarize. No? So for our travelers, no, we are catering individual, family, and yung group. Then for our frequency, we have the single trip, which is yung kanina po yung up to 180 days. Then our multi-trip is our annual. So wag po kayong malilito, yung multi-trip po natin is yung annual. Yung iba kasi po nalilito, ay yung kala nila yung multi-trip daw is maraming countries ang pinupuntahan. Hindi po ganun yon. So papasok pa rin po yung ganung scenario sa single trip. Pero yung multi-trip po natin is annual talaga siya. Then number of travel days, no, magsa-start po siya sa bracket natin na up to 4 days, up to 180 days po siya. So as you can see sa mga brochure nyo po, yan po yung premium breakdown natin. So applicable ito for kung 0 to 75 years old ang ating client, yan po ang basis natin. Pero kapag 76 and above na po, dyan pa rin ang basis pero may premium loading po tayo as I discussed a while ago.
Sir, my question lang po.
Yes po.
Standard na po ba yung rate na po na yan?
Yes po, standard na siya. Yan na po.
Standard na po siya. Hindi na po siya magbabago, sir.
Ay, hindi na po.
Hello, Sir
Ay,
Boy.
yes.
Sorry, may question ako kasi di ba ginagamit natin yung portal?
Oo.
So sometimes, for example ngayon, nag-send kami ng proposal to clients and then kinabukasan siya nagbayad. And kapag inulit namin siya sa portal, nagbabago yung premium niya.
Actually, regarding dyan sa dollar and euro, so yung depende kasi sa forex of the day yan. So, if ever ngayon nyo siya sinenda ng proposal, hopefully today din magbabayad si client sa inyo. So once na tomorrow siya nagbayad, another adjustment yun due to forex rate.
So
Ayun.
yung hindi lang magbabago dyan is definitely yung peso.
Yung peso plans natin. Ayun. Pero otherwise, ayun po, yung dollar, euro, i-show siya niya in Worldwide Elite, pwede yan magbago. So ito po yung multi-trip natin which is nasa brochure din po. We have the Worldwide Elite which is 296. Then the rest po, ayan, yung sa Asia Oceania, then our domestic. So yun po, wala po tayong bronze for annual. So next for our travel benefits, quick run through na lang po ito. So we have the summary of our medical benefit, no? So for our medical treatment, it includes the following. We have the inpatient and outpatient care. So it covers the surgery, doctor's consultation, and kapag may illness or emergency illness or injury si client. Then we also have the emergency dental services, the 30 days automatic extension. Yung 30 days automatic extension, yan po yung example, natapos na yung coverage ni client, pero yung kanyang confinement is na-extend ng, it might be extended ng medyo matagal-tagal. So pwede po siyang pumasok sa 30 days automatic extension. We also have the emergency room availment and inpatient reimbursement. For, yan po yung treatment for pre-existing condition. So yung pre-existing condition po natin, it is subject with an inlearn limit. For US dollar plan, we have $500. For our euro plans, we have 450 euros. And for peso plans, we have 5,000. Then we also have a coverage for recreational activities and recreational extreme sports. And lastly, for medical, we have an implants coverage necessitated by a covered accident. So, punta naman mo tayo sa travel benefits po. No? So, first part, we have the hospital income, the burial expenses, personal accident, personal liability, land vehicle rental excess protection, and land vehicle rental return. So yung land vehicle rental return, yan po yung pag magre-rent tayo ng vehicle sa ating destination. For the second part, we have the baggage delay. We also have the loss or damage to baggage, loss or damage to personal effects, loss or damage to sporting equipment, loss of gadget, theft of cash. Sa theft of cash po, take note, if ang nakawala po is yung minor, hindi po siya covered kasi kailangan po responsibility po yun nung parents ng bata. Then next is mobile phone charges. Example is tatawag si client for emergency. Example sa ating assistance po, medical assistance kay Assist America. If wala po siyang nag-avail siya ng parang load doon sa country na yon, pwede niya po ma-avail yung mobile phone charges. Then for the third part, we have the loss of travel documents. Ang example po dyan is yung visa, yung passport, and yung mga ticket natin. So pwede po siya ma-covered nun. Then trip cancellation, so total trip abandonment bago siya makaalis ng bansa. So hindi po siya tumuloy. Yung trip cancellation for any reason, ito yung as in biglaan talaga, like 2 days before ng kanyang flight is may emergency na nangyari, so pwede niya pong ma-avail yung trip cancellation for any reason. Then trip termination, yan yung nakaalis na pero suddenly dun sa connecting flight niya or kung nasan man is nagkaroon din ng emergency, so hindi na sila tumuloy dun sa destination. Flight delay po natin is minimum of or maximum of 6 hours. So once na na-delay na siya ng 6 hours, pasok na po siya sa flight delay. Then staff replacement, example, si client pumunta na ibang bansa for business trip. So pwede po siyang palitan ng kanyang employee, ganun, or assistants. Then for the last part, we have the misconnecting flights. So misconnecting flights po, example, naiwan po siya nung kanyang plane papunta doon sa destination. So doon po pwede niya ma-avail yun. Then in connection din kasi with misconnecting flights, pwede rin siya mag-alternative means of transportation. So yan po usually is nangyayari yan sa mga Europe countries. Nagbu-bullet train sila. So doon po pwedeng pumasok sa alternative means of transportation. Then strikes and hijacks, ayun, usually naman very seldom lang yung mangyari sa airport natin. Pero just in case may mga rallies po sa airport or may mangyaring ganyan, is pasok siya. Then trip postponement, no? Ito po ay kung madedelay siya ng 2 days. So after 2 days po, no, pag na-delay na siya, so papasok po siya sa trip postponement basta may advice po nung airline. Then lastly, we have the emergency assistance. So ayun po, no, ang ating emergency medical assistance partner is si Assist America. So ang pwede po nila tayong matulungan sa medical assistance coverage. The following, no, yung emergency medical evacuation, medical repatriation, return of mortal remains, compassionate visit, and care for minor children. So other than that, no, meron pang coverage, yung interpreter, bail bond coordination, legal referrals, lost luggage or document assistance, emergency cash coordination, pre-trip information, hospital admission. So example is nagpapatulong si client maghanap ng hospital na pwedeng matulungan si client. So pwede po nilang tawagin si Assist America. And also the prescription, no? So example is pagdating sa mga gamot. Ayan, so pwede sila din matulungan ng Assist America. And also emergency message transmission. So ito na po yung last part natin, no, for our travel. So we have the claims, availments, and NOC. NOC po is notification of claims. Yan po yung form na fini-fill up kapag si client po ay mag-file ng claim. So for our claims po, no, take note lang po, no, for claim submission, isa-submit, email po siya kay claims@pacificcross.com.ph, pero pwede nyo na rin po i-loop in or CC si client_pacificcross.com.ph, and also yung yung team email namin, which is travelluzon@pacificcross.com.ph, para kami rin pong mga territory sales officers is na monitor din namin yung flow ng claim ni client. Then for claim status naman, likewise din po, no, pwedeng kay client services. Then kay claims at Pacific Cross din. Then for our telephone number, no, yan yung pwedeng kontakin ni client just in case na may emergency, no. So 8823085111, then press local 3. Then for our Viber and WhatsApp, take note po, no, for messaging only lang po siya. So 0998-964-6649. And for our additional toll-free number, ayan po, for emergency situations only. So yun po yung for delays po, example, flight delay, baggage delay, take note lang po na always ask the original irregularity report issued by the airline. So usually naman sa email nila yan sinesend kay client, no. Then for losses naman po, no, kaya loss of baggage, ganyan. So secure police report within 48 hours. Ayan, so ito po yung notification of claims po natin or yung NOC once na mag-fill up na po si client ng claim. So, letter A, ayan po yung details niya. So, yung first name, middle name, last name. Then, yung OCC number, yung po yung pag ini-issuehan na po, no, ng policy. Then, travel agent. Ayan. Then, contact details po ni client. Then, sa letter B po, no, yung signature. So, pag si claimant po is 18 to 18 years old and above, siya po ang pwedeng pumirma dyan. Pero example po, if minor, no, minor magka-file ng claim, signature po nung parent. Ayun. Then letter C, ayan po yung mga, actually maliit yung font, pero yan yung po yung basic claims requirements, no, such as yung duly accomplished NOC, then yung copy of the OCC policy, then copy of the passport pages, then yung original yung mga receipts, no, kanwari e-ticket and yung hotel accommodations, ayan. Importante pong masubmit din natin yun. Then, yung dito po sa kanan na to, ito po yung parang example, mag-a-avail po si magpa-file ng claims client. So, may mga additional requirements pa po bukod dun sa basic claims requirements. So, importante po na kung nandyan naman lahat ng documents niya, as much as possible, pwede niyang i-scan or photocopy para at least may mga may kumbaga nandun lahat yung kung saan siya galing, kung saan siya papunta, and lahat ng accommodations na pupuntahan niya. Then for letter D, no, so yung travel period niya, kung kailan siya umalis at kailan siya babalik. Then reason for travel. Then date of loss, no, kailan nangyari yung incident, kung saan siya nangyari at kung anong oras exactly. Then, ayan, what happened during my trip, no, kung ano yung mismong incident. Then total amount to be claimed either in peso or dollar. Then type of claim, ayan po, pwede siyang mag-file dyan kung anong claim, kung sa tingin niyang papasok yung kanyang pina-file. Pero take note lang po, no, sa pag-file po natin ng claim, depende po kasi sa evaluation yun ni Claims Department. So probably kung yung type of claim na final ni client, pwedeng may additional claim pa according dun sa evaluation nung claims department natin. So, baka hingan pa ng additional requirements. Yun. Then, letter E, ayan yung mga receipts, no? So, yan po nabanggit ko na kanina. Then, letter F, very no, kasi usually po may mga instances na nakapeso pala siya pero yung kanya nilagay na card details is pang dollar pala. So hindi usually ini-inform na lang din kami ni CS na bumalik pala, no, sa finance yung pera dahil hindi to tutugma dun sa bank details niya dahil from peso tas dollar, hindi po talaga tutugma yun. So very important po na kung peso din po yung ilalagay niyang card details para at least po pumasok agad sa kanya yung claim. So ito for the last part, ayan po yung physician statement, no, so sa hospital. So take note lang din po, no, na the submission of the required claims documents does not guarantee the approval of the claim. So ayun po, the claim will be reviewed and i-evaluate pa siya ng ating claims department. Then saka po sila magre-reply kay client kung may mga additional requirements pa na needed para do sa claim na inavail nila. So claims department will also determine, no, which benefit your scenario will fall no? Kasi pwedeng itong claim pala, no? Ibang claim pala ang kanyang scenario. So yun nga po, hingan na additional documents. Ayan. So ayan lang po, no? So sa ating summarize po, no? So ang ating issuances, so for overage, sa head office po siya ini-issue. Miss Pao, di ba? Aware ka naman. So for 76 years old and above, sa amin po yan sinasubmit for issuance. Then same din with short secure, then for amendment and extension of coverage. So, TPP concerns, kailan Miss Pao na po yan no? Tapos, policy, no, yung amendments po natin, no, yung changes, for example, nung travel date, hindi po tayo allowed mag-downgrading. So, example, 6 days ang kanyang 6 days ang kanyang in-avail dun sa policy. Pero biglang nagpa-change date siya, naging 4 days. Ang bracket po natin is up to 4 days, tapos mayroong up to 7 days, which is nandiyan po sa ating brochure. Magpo-fall po yun sa downgrading. So hindi po tayo allowed mag-downgrading. And all changes for our amendment po, no? All changes must be done before the start of the travel dates indicated in the OCC policy. Then for our extension naman po, no, so extension po natin is, example, nasa gitna na siya ng kanyang travel trip, pero gusto ni client mag-extend. So pwede naman po siyang mag-extend, pero kailangan up to 180 days lang siya. Ayun. So once na, kunwari, sinabi is mag-extend siya nung kaso 193 na, hindi na po yun pwede. Ayun. So, regardless of the number of days stated on the certificate, the insurance will automatically expire once nakabalik na po sa point of origin si client.
Sir, more question lang po.
Yes po.
Pagdating po sa overage, sir, kasi kadalasan po na counter po kasi namin, rush po siya. Sabihin po natin, halimbawa, gabi po nagpa-issue si client, then bukas po yung alis niya.
Ay, opo. Yung, sige ma'am, tuloy mo lang.
Kadalasan po kasi ganyan yung nakaka-counter namin. So, halimbawa po gabi nagpa-issue si client, kinabukasan po yung alis. 2 to 3 days po ba yung working days one or
1 to 3 days.
1 to 3
Actually,
days.
ito sa scenario mo po, pwede naman siyang ma-issuehan. Ang sa amin kasi, pag once na sinabit nyo na yung requirements sa amin, syempre, i-guarantee namin na mako-cover naman na si client. So, ayun, mag-a-acknowledge na lang kami next, first things first in the morning, then saka siya mapaprocess. Then, pwede naman namin sabihan si policy and underwriting na i-expedite yung request. Yun. Kasi parang walk-in na siya kung tutuusin eh. Ayun.
Ang explanation na lang sa client, you will be covered but your policy will be to follow.
To follow naman. Pero covered na siya kung tutuusin. Yes po, ma'am.
Question dun sa multi-trip, di ba ako naka-encounter nun?
Okay.
So, di ba annual yon 1 year ang coverage niya, no? So, every time the client makes a trip, he or she has to inform us or a Pacific Cross o wala na pagka
wala
may
na
claim?
po.
Hindi
Hindi
naman.
na po, opo.
Pag may claim lang. Okay.
Pag may claim po. Ayun. So, ayun po. So, that ends my presentation po for travel. So, in any case po, no, for a concern, so kung example, di man ako around, no, andyan po yung aking mga colleagues sa office. And also yung aming travel sales support, if ever man na may urgent request kayo, i-loop in nyo na lang din. Miss Pao, no, eto si Julian Lim, siya yung aming sales support. So, pwede nyo siyang i-loop in or ayun, kung may papa-expedite tayo.
Sir, question po. Let's say may client na recruitment agency. Frequent yung pagpapadala nila ng OFW sa ibang bansa. Possible kaya siya?
Depende po sa ano. Kasi ang ating pag OFW po kasi usually hindi po siya mako-cover kasi usually matagal sila doon.
Let's say for
Short
example
term.
for short term lang yung gusto niya lang makuwang coverage is yung travel niya mismo from Philippines hanggang makarating siya doon sa bansa kung saan siya assigned. Pero ang important sa kanya yung sa baggage niya, yung sa flight delay, yun yung mga coverage na important sa kanila.
So example po Philippines to example Dubai. So parang ganun lang po siya Philippines
Yes.
Dubai. Pwede po actually yun po good question po yun. Pwede siyang ma-cover pero same lang po siya dun sa standard premium natin.
Pero since kung corporate accounts siya, pwede ba natin siya mapa-quote ng mas mababa? Kung bulk naman yung, let's say for example, every month nasa 100 na OFWs yung napapalipad nila.
Actually, sir, kung ganun kadami, subject to approval po yun
Okay.
para po ma-avail yung group discount.
So,
Ayun.
pwede po tayo sir magpa-quote na.
Yes po, pwede naman.
Okay.
Opo.
Thank you po.
Ayun. Thank you. Happy New Year, Moises.
Yes, happy New Year.
Ayan. So gusto ko lang malaman kasi nabanggit kanina yung OFW. Kasi baka mamaya malito sila. Ito bang diniscuss natin today na travel insurance? Is this something na pwedeng i-avail ng alam natin na OFW? Kasi 'di ba ang alam ko baka mamaya ito yung ibigay dun sa OFW kasi ito parang as tourist eh. Pero yung OFW hindi naman yun tourist. Baka mamaya pagka nagkaroon ng claim hindi siya makaklaim. So pwede bang pa-clarify yon? Ito ba pwede sa OFW or pang tourist lang?
Yung sa OFW po kasi, ina-explain naman po namin basta short term. Pero kung magtatagal po talaga siya doon, hindi po yun possible ma-cover. Yung short term, yung siguro
4 days.
up to 180 days.
180 days.
Oo, yun na po yun. Pero kung mag-exceed siya sa 180, hindi na po yun ma-cover.
So, i-clarify ko lang ulit, Moises, kung yung OFW magtatagal doon ng 2 years at kumuha siya ng travel insurance dito sa Pacific Cross, maximum na pwede siyang ma-cover is 180 days.
Yes.
At during that time, within 180 days, pag nag-claim siya, makaka-claim siya at hindi gagamitin na hindi pang tourist to hindi to pang OFW. So makaka-claim siya.
Yes po.
Okay.
Basta up to 180 days.
Second question, meron kasi kaming nalaman na mga travel agency, binuking no? So meron kami nalaman ng mga travel agency na nag-i-issue ng travel insurance for requirement for visa. Pero once na makuha na yung visa, ipapa-cancel yung travel insurance. Ngayon kami, very kami doon. Kumbaga kami, ayaw namin ng ganong klaseng business. Ang tanong, paano namin yung malalabanan yung mga ganong klaseng travel agency na ganun yung patakbo. Kasi hindi namin malalabanan yun Dahil lalabas doon, libre yung travel insurance nila Dahil ang gagawin lang ng travel insurance agency, i-issuehan kapag ka na-receive yung visa, kakancelin. So technically, libre travel insurance nun. Hindi namin kaya labanan yun kasi kami talagang magbabayad yung client. So paano protection namin dun sa mga ganon?
Actually, usually, sir, yung mga visa application kasi, mostly kasi ng handle kung accounts is payment, nagbabayad talaga muna sila. Then once na naka-encounter sila ng client na na-denied dun sa visa, saka siya papasok for refund na. Ayun.
I think wala tayong problema dun sa denied Pero meron ata na gumagawa na approve yung visa. Tapos after ma-approve, dahil na-approve na, technically parang wala nang silbi. Hindi naman nila para kung kunin to para as, alam mo may mga tao na hindi naman kunin to para as talagang gusto nila ma-cover Yung iba ang thinking nila dyan para lang ma-approve yung visa Ngayon, we know, syempre hindi na namin sasabihin kung sinong travel agency, pero tabi-tabi lang. No? Problema, hindi namin malabanan eh. Kasi nga, technically, libre sa kanila yung travel insurance.
Kay client po, libre.
Wait,
Tama po.
kasi i-refund lang nila yun eh.
Yes.
Di ba? Parang pag kinancel, refund. Yes, Sir Francis. Meron silang provider. Kasi hindi sila makakapag-approve sa consulate kung wala talagang travel insurance policy eh. Na-issue yung policy and then ika-cancel for refund. Actually, nalaman namin tong modus na to kasi nga parang gusto naming makuha yung travel agency, gusto namin maging client. And kaya lang, paano kung magiging client, libre lang pala sa kanila? So, paano natin malalabanan yun? Kasi, unfair advantage. I'm not sure kung sino yung nagbabayad. Pero kasi kung travel agency ka, madali mong iangat yung price mo para i-cover yung travel insurance and you know naman na parang re-reimburse lang eh. May gumagawa. I'm just saying na, ano,
Actually, ngayon ko lang din na-encounter yung ganong sitwasyon.
Policy. Pero, kumbaga, parang kasi dahil meron silang partner na provider. Yeah, tapos,
i-refund na lang. Or possible din na kung may access talaga sila, di ba may mga agent naman talaga or may mga agency na kaya mag-issue ng policy and then siguro yung settlement sa insurance company at a later date. Possible na mag-i-issue tapos ika-cancel. So walang babayaran. Walang refund. Ang ano lang, kumbaga awareness sa inyo.
Yeah.
Kasi kami, apektado kami dun sa ganon dahil kami hindi naman kami ganon. Kumbaga sa amin, pag nagpa-issue kami, pa-issue namin, di ba? Kaya lang may kalaban kaming ganon. Isa pang kalaban namin, for example, sa atin, disapprove. Pero, syempre, di ba, hindi ko rin alam paano ginagawa ng mga travel agency na sa kanila na-approve yung issuance ng policy. So, paano naman yung pagka ganon? Kasi, I think this was a very, very recent case na ang alam ko, si Pacific Cross lang yung nakakapag-issue ng travel insurance sa mga really, yung mga, alam mo na yung mga medyo may edad na. So parang I was very confident na, sir, ma'am, kahit lumipat ka sa iba, hindi ka makakakuha. And yet nakakuha. So, do we know kung sino pa yung insurance company na nag-i-issue sa mga 80 plus pataas?
So far po kasi si Pacific Cross lang.
So kung si Pacific Cross lang, paano na-issuehan ng policy yun, tapos sa atin hindi natin na-issuehan ng policy? I'm not sure kung, kasi parang yun yung, pwede kasing pwede kasing sabihin lang ni client out of frustration na na-issuehan ng policy pero hindi totoo, di ba? Kaya lang hindi ko na alam yung part na yon. Pero ang sabi lang, na-issuehan ng policy. So from our end ba, pagka sa atin, disapprove, dapat disapprove din sa iba, di ba?
Follow-up question dun sa kay Doc Mars. If meron palang disapproval pagka nasa senior age, what are the grounds for disapproval? Kasi meron tayong premium loading na kinoconsider.
Yung po yung ma'am, yung sa grounds po nun, basta po pag na-deny, yun po ba yung tinutukoy niyo sa visa denial? Kasi usually po ang nare-receive lang namin na report kasi from our agents and agencies, pag may mga clients silang na na-deny or na-disapprove sa visa, ini-inform po nila kami. Kasi usually po sa system namin or sa SOA, lumalabas po doon yung OCC number. If talagang pumasok.
I think ang gusto lang din malaman is ano ba yung mga grounds para ma-deny ang isang travel application ng isang senior. Siguro yung, just to be very specific dun sa case na binanggit ko kanina, na deny yung client kasi dun sa application form ni Pacific Cross, ang pumirma yung anak niya. So, ibig sabihin, ang kumuha ng insurance yung anak niya pero siya yung insured. Doon sa application form kasi ni Pacific Cross, dapat ang nakapirma doon kung sino yung insured. Unless minor.
Yes.
So, pag minor, pwedeng ang pumirma nanay. Pero kapag in this case kasi yung senior citizen is no longer a minor eh. So, dapat siya talaga yung pumirma. Unfortunately, yung senior citizen, hindi niya alam na magta-travel sila kasi it was a surprise for her. So, syempre, yung anak, ayaw papirmahin yung nanay niya kasi ma-spoil yung surprise. Malalaman. Yun yung naging problema. Hindi naman matanggap ni Pacific Cross. Kaya lang na-issuehan siya ng policy. Sabi lang, no, hindi ko alam. Hindi ko naman nakita kung ano talaga yung policy. Pero siguro from our case, may instance ba na may issuehan talaga siya ng policy ni Pacific Cross?
Kasi po kung overage po, katulad nung case po na sinabi ninyo, is kailangan po talaga yung signature po doon sa insured. Kailangan po kung sino din yung nandun sa name of applicant or insured, siya rin yung pipirma dun sa signatory. Actually, kahit e-signature po, acceptable. Yes po. Yun nga lang po, hindi po applicable kay Pacific Cross kasi if kukuhanan lang siya nung anak niya or apo, ganun. So, kailangan talaga si overage.
Siguro another question, no? Kasi ang normal na makakalaban namin dito are mga travel agencies. And I know yung travel agencies, they have a way to issue the policy. Pero pagka ganito ba, senior citizen, talagang for approval na rin kay Pacific Cross. There's no way for them to issue the policy on their own.
Yung sa overage po natin, pag sa head office po ini-issuehan, hindi po yun subject for approval. Kasi po basta 76 and above.
Sorry, ulitin ko nalito ako doon. 76 and above, head office na nag-i-issue.
Yes po.
Okay. Ibig sabihin, walang way yung travel agency na mag-issue ng policy ng 76 and
Wala
above.
po. Kasi if si TA po, may overage client sila, kailangan nila din submit sa amin yung requirements ng client nila. Kasi 76 and above po yun.
So siguro mukhang chinika na lang tayo ng client na yun na nakapag-pa-issue siya. Parang hindi na lang siya mapahiya, no? So anyway, thank you Moises. Last question. I'm not sure whether you will be able to answer it or si Francis. Kasi dun sa Select or Blue Royale, meron siyang embedded na travel insurance. Normal question ng client, kung meron akong travel insurance na free sa Select or sa Blue Royale, ano pa yung magiging advantage? Tinutulungan natin. Ano pa yung magiging advantage? Bakit kailangan ko pang kumuha ng stand-alone na travel insurance from Pacific Cross?
Kasi yung sa stand-alone po is yung mga travel benefits po. Nandun lahat. So not only the medical treatment but also yung travel benefits natin. As nakita nyo po kanina sa presentation is categorize siya into 4. Then ayun, mas mataas din yung coverage.
Okay, so assuming nagkaroon ng claim yung client, anong policy yung mag-take in effect first? Yung sa medical insurance na free o yung sa travel insurance na standalone?
Kung may policy kasi sila sa travel, kay travel po yung papasok.
Kasi mas malaki yung coverage.
Opo, yes.
Doon na lang na i-claim.
Opo.
Okay, sige. Thank you, Sir Moises. Happy New Year.
Thank you po. Happy New Year po sa lahat.
Okay, so ayun po, thank you po Sir Moises for that very informative presentation po about travel insurance. So next na po natin yung individual HMO po and yung group HMO po ni Sir Francis Grepo po.
Thank you, sir. So good morning po no to each and everyone. Ang ganda talaga ng polo mo. Ayan. So thank you po no for inviting Pacific Cross no to talk and discuss our products and services during this technical learning course no. I think this is our third time to discuss no. Second time to be here in the office. Tapos alam ko yung isa online if I remember correctly. No, so together with me is one of our territory sales managers who joined our company last October, no, si Miss Angeline Tarano. So Miss Ange will be working with you guys hand in hand. If in case meron po kayong mga client calls, no, joint fieldworks, we could join you guys to present, no. Kailan ba tayo, sir, di ba meron tayong pinuntahan sa around Makati, October, November? Somewhere. So yun po. Sumasama po kami, nagjo-join po kami and we help you guys present and offer the products of Pacific Cross. No? So for this morning, aside from the travel insurance, we'll also be discussing the medical insurance part naman po. So if you'll notice, Pacific Cross has two companies no under its wing. Pacific Cross Insurance Inc. This is for the individual medical plans. And Pacific Cross Healthcare Inc. is for the group HMO or the HMO-like products. No? And i-run through lang po natin very briefly the products of Pacific Cross. And siguro moving forward, mag-aano po tayo, magde-dig deep tayo ng on a per product basis. Kasi pag ginawa natin ngayon yon, medyo feeling ko wala tayong maalalan. So moving on, these are the agendas no for this morning. I want to introduce who is Pacific Cross. Lahat po ba kilala si Pacific Cross? Hindi lahat. So, yan. So, hence the number 1 agenda. Now, the team and services na mag-handle po sa inyo, sorry, yung number 3, ano po yan? Typo. Our products and services and the accreditation process. Now, who is Pacific Cross? Okay. Si Pacific Cross po has been in the business since 1949. And we just celebrated our 75th year last November of 2024. So, stronghold. Pero mas tayo doon, mas stable tayo doon. Okay. Stability-wise, Pacific Cross has been ranked number 1 out of the 57 non-life insurance companies, and this is according to premiums earned on the recent, well, not very recent, 2021 rankings, no. And we were given a financial strength rating of PRSA. The highest is PRSA+. So ano pong ibig sabihin nitong PRSA Plus na to? Ano yung scorecard na yon? This only proves na regardless of how much the claim is, Pacific Cross could pay. Diba? Hence, we've been here since 1949. Marami na pong nagsara. Alam naman po natin yon. No? Pero si Pacific Cross po is far from that. Excellence-wise, we achieved already the ISO certification. Alam ko po last year na na po yan yung 2024 version of the ISO has been granted to Pacific Cross, no. And integrity-wise, we received the 3rd consecutive ASEAN Corporate Governance Scorecard, no, given by the Institute of Corporate Directors with the performance score of 91.54. So hindi po siya pasang-awa. So ganun po kagaling ang mga tao natin. Okay? Now, Pacific Cross hindi lang po siya sa Philippines, no. We have one in Vietnam, Indonesia, Thailand, and in Hong Kong. In the Philippines, we have office in Cebu and Davao. And meron din po tayong branch sa the Medical City Clark, inside the Medical City Clark. Okay? Now, products and services. No? As part or as member of Provide, no? Aside from selling the individual travel or group travel, you could also sell personal accident and the medical insurance. Okay? Now, as for the accredited hospitals, currently as of December, nasa 500 plus na po yung hospitals natin nationwide. And we are also in partnership with the major hospitals or tertiary hospitals across the nation. No? So why is this important? In offering medical insurance, in offering HMOs, ang unang tinatanong, gaano kalaki yung network nung binebenta mo? Sino-sino yung mga doktor? Ano-anong hospital yung covered? Pag pumunta ba ako sa ganitong lugar, may mga hospital ako mapupuntahan. So this is very important. No? And we could share naman on a monthly basis or basta may update, no? Yung list of accredited hospitals natin. Next, clinics. No? Same with the hospitals. We are also in partnership with the major clinics. Normally, itong mga clinics po na to, nakikita nyo sa loob ng mall. No? So hindi lang po siya yung normal clinic hours na hanggang 5 o'clock. No? So even after office, you could go there, secure an LOA, and have a consultation. Now, ito medyo interesting part. No? I'm aware na hindi lang naman po isang brand yung binebenta nyo. No? May mga ibang... Ha? Hindi ba? Hindi. Galing Maxi Calio, kilala ko yun. Kilala ko yun. Anyway. Yung number of doctors, siguro magtataka kayo, no? For some, nasa 27, 22,000, no? Bakit kaya si Pacific Cross 13,000 lang? Yung 13,000 count na yan, it's close to 14,000. This is the number of service agreements na nai-issue namin sa doctor. Hence, regardless kung saan sila accredited na hospital, for as long as the hospital is accredited and the doctor has a service agreement with us, covered siya. Kasi for some, kunwari, si Dr. Ange, no? Kunwari, Dr. si Ange, accredited siya sa Makati Med, pero sa The Medical City, hindi. Pero affiliated siya with Pacific Cross. There are cases like that. No? So sa amin, ang sinasabi naming 13,000 here are the number of doctors na na-issuehan namin ng service agreement. Okay? Anong duda si Sen natatawa?
And then actually, I also had a case na yung hospital hindi accredited. Yung hospital is accredited, the doctor was not. Pero nangyari si Pacific, the doctor during nung magbabayaran na, syempre ayaw ni client, 'di ba? So yung doctor parang kung meron ata kayo na kung tatanggapin ng doctor yung same rate na binabayad sa isang accredited doctor, pwedeng i-cover ni Pacific Cross. No, tama ba, sir?
Tama po, sir. Nanahan mo ako eh.
Sorry, kasama ba sa spill?
Oh. So, ganun po siya. No? Pero sige, let's go there. With the individual products po kasi ni Pacific Cross, you could actually choose your own doctor. No? Pwede yon. Pero, syempre, kunwari, accredited si hospital, accredited yung procedure na gagawin sa inyo, and si doctor na your own choice, hindi siya accredited, no? I-cover namin lahat. Except for the professional fee. No? Now, yung sa case na sinabi ni Sir kanina, pwede po yun. Possible po yun. Nangyayari po talaga siya na kunwari nakausap mo si doctor, baka pwede ka naman tumanggap ng HMO rate ni Pacific Cross. Kakausapin sila ng mga liaison officer. Pag nag-agree si doctor, cover natin siya outright. Regardless kung meron or wala kaming service agreement. Pwede po yun. Okay. No naman. All right. So, in a nutshell, Pacific Cross has been the market leader in offering medical and travel insurance and personal accident insurance. No? And we are also the pioneer in offering medical insurance coverage for senior citizens. Normally, sa mga HMOs, no? Ako rin, I've been with other HMOs prior. Normally, hanggang age 65 lang yung group. And the individual. Right, hanggang age 65. 65, after 65, medyo wala na, mahirap na. Though there are companies na nag-extend up to 75, 80 at most. No? Si Pacific Cross, ever since, we offer medical insurance up to age 100. Okay? And wala po siyang kailangan mag-start ka ng 65 para continuous. Hindi po, may mga applicants po kami na 79, 80 years old, meron po. Okay? And we have been consistently part of the top 10 non-life insurance companies in the Philippines, and we have already covered 200 million COVID-19 cases since the start of pandemic.
Sir, i-clarify ko lang yung sinabi mo kanina na walang start age. Maganda kasi ma-highlight yun eh. So kung meron akong client 82 years old, 90 years old, kahit hindi siya nag-start nung 70 years old siya, pwede naming ipasok.
Pwede po.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right. So, the team and services, no? May isang tao lang na kulang dito na na-discuss naman ni Moy kanina. So, the head of the sales distribution group, si Ms. Sobi Deles. And si Ms. Sobi kasi, siya yung head talaga ng new business and renewal sales of all channels or divisions. And with our division, the Independent Advisors Division, okay, it is being headed by none other than Mr. Louie Ibarra. Okay, so unfortunately, he's not here. Meron po siyang meeting in Cavite. Yours truly, my name is Francis Grepo. I'm the channel sales head for Metro Manila North Luzon. So si Independent Advisors sa buong Luzon, meron po kaming dalawang channel. There's North and South. Ang hatian namin is si Makati is South, Taguig is North. So Taguig upwards, ano na po yan, sa atin po yan, sa team po natin yan. And under the wing of Metro Manila North, we have 3 territory sales managers, one of which is Miss Angeline Taran. And we have Richard Ibo, who handles Mandaluyong, Taguig, Rizal, Marikina, Pateros, and San Juan. And Mr. Larry Lim, who mans our office inside the Medical City, Clark. So if ever, no, in somewhere in North, meron po tayong mga clients tayo, kailangan natin ng meeting place, no? We could offer the office in Clark. Pwede po yun. Okay? Schedule lang po natin. Next. Yan. So let's discuss naman po yung products that we could offer. So again, being part of Provide, you could offer the medical insurance, the travel insurance, and personal accident insurance. Regardless po kung standalone or pwede po siyang naka-rider sa medical insurance products po natin. So for the peso plan, we call this Select Medical Insurance. No? We could send a copy of the brochure. Sorry po, wala kaming dala kasi wala pa pong deliver sa office. So this is from 15 days old up to 100 years old. Again, to reiterate, wala po tong entry age. So regardless if you'll start on the 15 days, pagkabuhay mo, or mga 72, 73, ano to okay, sir? Nakaka-pressure yung tingin mo, sir. Okay, next is the dollar plan, no? The Blue Royal plan. So it's the same, no? 15 days to 100 years old. I-run through natin to each and later. And we have our BC Flexi Access, which we offer to our group or corporate account. So this is customizable. You can tailor fit it with a minimum head count of 20. Pwede na po tayo mag-tailor fit, 20. But for the BC Flexi Access Plus, ito yung box type natin. When we say box type, it's package. When we say package, as is where is. Kung ano yung makita mo sa brochure na na room and board, premium, benefits, that's it. Hindi po tayo pwedeng tailor fit, mag-customize. Okay? And minimum head count of which is 3. At a low of 3, pwede po tayo mag-start. Okay? And we have our sachet and new plans. No, we call this Flexi Shield. This is our second layer plan. And we also have our prepaid plans naman. Okay, yung prepaid plans, normal prepaid plan, one-time use with a minimum coverage of 5 to 20,000 for inpatient. Later on, discuss po natin sila. Okay. So, as an overview, let's jump to the Select plan. No? This is our peso plan. Si Select has 2 categories. No? We have Select Standard and Select Plus. No? So ano yung difference nung dalawa? When we say Select Standard, it gives us a lifetime limit on a per illness, per member basis. So para siyang HMO. Per member, per illness, per member, pero hindi siya per year. It's on a per lifetime limit. So say for example, just for the sake of discussion, kunwari, ang isang tao, meron siyang 5 condition. Alright? And yung kinuha niyang coverage is yung lowest, 1 million. So every illness, 1 million each yan. And say for example, gout. Nagkaroon ng gout sa member. Na-consume niya say for example, 200,000. On the second year of the policy, yung coverage for gout is only 800,000 pesos. Hindi na siya nagre-replenish. Now, the question there is, paano, Francis, pag kunwari on the second year, na-deplete na yung sa gout? naubos niyo yung 1 million coverage. Naka-exclude na po yun sa policy. Okay. Now, Francis question. O kunwari, nakaka-500,000 na ako. Diba? And gusto kong lumipat sa plus, sa Select Plus. On the other hand, contrary to that, si Select Plus naman po, isang coverage limit lang yung 5 illness. So yung 5 condition mo, maghahati-hati siya sa isang benefit limit na 1 million. Okay? Pero on a yearly basis, nagre-replenish siya. 1 million ka ng 1 million. Now, question, Francis, paano naman kung kunwari nakaka-500,000 na ako sa gout? Diba? Mauubos na eh. Gusto kong mag-jump para at least may 1 million ako kung if ever man magka-gout ako ulit. Nari lang. Pwede po yun. Pero syempre po, pwede mo lang siyang gawin every renewal period. So, every renewal period, you could upgrade, downgrade your plan. You can even jump from Select, the local plan, to the Blue Royal plan. Okay? Pero ano po yung nun? Ano po yung question?
So pag nag-convert siya from standard to plus, may medical questionnaire siya kasi nakakagamit na siya eh. Okay.
Ano po yun? There's you
Subject
need to
for
re-evaluation. Opo. And pag na-re-evaluate siya, ano lang po, no? I just want to be open with each and everyone. When we submit an application form, hindi naman po siya binding na kailangan bumili na si member. Diba? Pag nag-submit ng application form, it only shows na interested siya to see kung ano yung magiging result ng medical evaluation. And once na na-release yung medical evaluation, nandun lahat ng mga coverage mo. And then you'll sign. And then you'll pay. Ganun po siya. Okay. Now, ano yung mga scenarios after submitting the application form? Number 1, kung very healthy nung member, lahat know yung answer sa medical questionnaire. I think that's 15 questions. Lahat know. Siyempre po, kung ano yung brochure rates natin na nakikita natin, yun na po yun. As is yun. Standard. What if may mga declarations si member? May mga yes answer siya. So, 3 things might happen. Kami po, never kaming nagde-deny ng member. Ay, may sakit ka na, hindi ka na pwede. Hindi po kami nagaganon. So, number 1, depending po siya sa sa level and kung gaano ka-severe yung condition, no? Gaano yung risk ng condition. So, say for example, may mga yes answers. So, scenario 1 could be, we will accept Okay. Scenario 2, kung medyo mas risky ng konti, meron siyang pero yun niya, say for example, up to 50%, up to 80% of the aggregate limit. Hindi siya full. And worst, kung medyo malala na po talaga, ine-exclude natin yung condition. Just to reiterate, si Select, wala siyang naka-embed na outpatient benefits. Hindi talaga nagfo-focus si Pacific Cross on dun sa preventive care per se. No, it's more on preparing our customers, our clients for the catastrophic ones. No, hence ang lalaki ng coverage natin naman po. Okay. So for inpatient, yan, syempre yung room and board nakita na natin. No? So may ward, semi-private, and private. So again, this is just an overview. Siguro sa mga next TLCs natin, i-discuss na namin kung ano-ano ba yung mga yan. No? Para lang at least makita niyo yung overview kung ano ba yung mga covered natin. Miscellaneous fees, no? Just like any other medical insurance, once na naka-confine ka, no, everything else will be covered for as long as it's medically necessary. Ang highlight lang here would be the private duty nurse. Ito po, once na ni-require si pasyente ng doktor to have a private duty nurse, pwede po siyang ma-reimburse. Ma-reimburse po siya on a certain amount with a certain number of days. Okay. Kung ilang araw yon, alam ni Ange yun. Okay. Professional fees. Again, for the professional fees, kung hindi accredited si doctor, kasi it's a personal doctor of your choice, pwede po tong it's either pakiusapan kung tumatanggap, ng lagay or ang tawag dito? Or via reimbursement. Okay?
Sir, dun sa private duty nurse, kayo lang ang nagko-cover ng
Kami lang yun. Kami lang din yung
I mean, sa ibang HMO, wala eh, no? Wala. Sila lang.
Wala
Okay.
sila.
So, advantage po nila yan.
Yes.
Okay.
Highlight lang dyan sa private duty nurse, no? Since it's reimbursement, I think, no? So,
Yes.
kailangan yung private duty nurse na kukunin natin may resibo.
Opo.
Kasi yun yung gagamitin na pang reimburse. So, hindi pwedeng dahil sexy lang, di ba? Kinuwang nurse.
Grabe sila.
Kailangan talaga may resibo. Pag private duty hindi, ibig sabihin yung mga private duty nurse, yun talaga yung professional nila, meron talaga silang resibo. Just like accountants, meron silang resibo, ganun.
Yan po din yung nire-renew nila yung lisensya eh. Meron din po tayong insurance doon. Hindi kami nawawalan dito.
Ayan. Okay, emergency care, no? So sabi natin kanina hindi nagpo-focus on outpatient si Select, no? But we have coverage for emergency outpatient treatment. So say for example, masama talaga yung pakiramdam ni member, tumakbo sa ER, hindi naman siya kailangan i-confine, pinalabas din siya. Kino-cover naman po natin 'yun. But this has an inner limit, no? And hindi po siya yung full na coverage or kung magkano yung expense mo sa emergency.
Mag-aano siya, magko-conflict siya sa emergency in nature.
What do you mean?
May emergency in nature siya, that's the time lang na magko-cover siya ng emergency case. Pero kung sabi mong pinalabas din siya, ibig sabihin hindi siya emergency, pinalabas din siya.
Hindi. Hindi naman lahat ng emergency leads to confinement eh. Diba?
Leading to confinement.
May mga emergency cases na
minor suturing, ganun.
Tinitreat ka lang doon, then pinapalabas ka. That's emergency outpatient.
Okay.
Emergency dental services, local ambulance services, no, from pwede po itong from point of occurrence kung saan nangyari to the nearest hospital. Accredited to accredited hospital, pwede rin po. And non-accredited to accredited hospital. Emergency overseas coverage, no? Kahit po naka-select plan tayo, if we go abroad, no, we have coverage for the first 30 days for emergency cases only. So kung pumunta ka doon para magpa second opinion, hindi po siya kino-cover. Pero if emergency naman po, kino-cover natin. And we have in partnership with Assist America for the worldwide emergency assistance coverage. So ito po, regardless kung outside of the country or within the Philippines, basta if I'm not mistaken, it's 150-kilometer radius, no, from the kung saan yung address mo. So 150 ano ba yun? Baguio? 150 na ba yung Baguio? Lagpas pa? So lagpas na yon kilometer, no? So this covers us for yung mga medical repatriation, return of mortal remains, no? Kino-cover po under Assist America. And this is on top of your aggregate limit. This is a separate coverage, no, that we give to our clients. Next is the annual physical exam. So normally, ano ba yung mga annual physical exam? No? The basic 5, urinalysis, fecalysis, chest x-ray, CBC. No? But with this, ito pa lang, sulit ka na. Kasi when you undergo ATE, having a select, aside from CBC, we also cover the lipid profile. No? BUN, FBS, SGPT, creatinine, and uric acid. Sa normal HMO plan, pag pina-add mo yung mga yan, para ka nang bumili ng individual medical insurance. Medyo mahal talaga siya pag pina-add nyo. And with select plan, it's free. No? Naka-embed yan sa plan. No? Aside from the urinalysis, chest x-ray, diba? Pap smear, no? And ECG as well. It's covered. Okay? Optional benefits. Ito po we offer as a rider. We have the outpatient, but this is via reimbursement with a co-payment of 80/20, dental benefits, and personal accident insurance. Coverage of 500 and 1 million for personal accident. Now, let's jump to the Blue Royale. No? Si Blue Royale naman po, wala na siyang plus and standard. It's just an aggregate limit. So para siyang Select Plus. Lahat po aggregate.
Sir, sorry, bago tayo mag-proceed dun sa Blue Royal, may mga ano natin yung questions.
0917.
Ayan, pa-Gcash na lang daw po. And kay Miss Liz then, if the child is a Pacific Cross client, is the immunization shots covered? How about the checkup? So-
Immunization shots, hindi.
Okay.
Check-up for
Check outpatient po. Outpatient, ma'am, ito Miss Liz yung may reimbursement and then ano siya, rider po siya. Yung immunization, usually hindi po talaga kino-cover ng mga health card. Next, is there a minimum number of hours to be considered as emergency outpatient treatment? Wala daw. Wala. Ayan, wala. Yan, ma'am.
Wala naman po.
And thank you. Yun na, sige.
Okay. So for Blue Royal, no, ito po yung kumbaga top of the shelf product, and this is our pride, no. Blue Royal. It's an aggregate limit. So ito rin madali rin tandaan, no. Very very basic and gusto ko tututok to. Ayan. So very basic, no. ABS. Aggregate limit coverage of $500,000 US dollars, more or less that's 26 million, 100,000, 1 million and 2 million for Plan C. No? And ang difference nito, kanina sabi natin, pag sa local, hindi ka pwede magpa-second opinion sa ibang bansa. With the Blue Royal plan, kahit dun ka pa sa ibang bansa, magpa-opera, pwede. Okay, so this is worldwide coverage. Okay, so the core benefits of this one is the same, no? We have inpatient, outpatient, emergency, and value added. But for the outpatient benefit, naka-embed na po ito sa plan. Okay, kasama na po siya because it's Blue Royal. Okay, so now for the room and board, kanina madali tandaan, di ba? Ward, semi-private, and private. Now with this, if I'm not mistaken, si Plan A pa lang, ang coverage niya on a daily basis for the room and board is $300. That's more or less 15,000 in peso. Magkano isang suite room? If I remember correctly, sa Asia nasa 12, 13 per day. So if you're a Blue Royal member, di ba? Ganun siya ka VIP. Pwede siyang umangat ng suite room. Pero syempre, all the expenses follows. Kung gaano ka mahal yung doctor mo, the miscellaneous fees, no? Pero syempre, malaki naman yung coverage mo, and it's fine. Okay? All others are the same, but of course, pag diniscuss na natin isa-isa yan, siguro sa mga next topics natin, or next sessions natin, makikita nyo kung gaano kalaki yung coverage of each. No? And if you could download the brochure in our website, makikita rin po natin siya doon. Okay. Now, for the outpatient care, for the emergency, it's the same, no? Emergency outpatient treatment, dental services. Now let's jump to the outpatient care. Okay. Yung outpatient care, normally, pag sinabi nating outpatient, it's just the consultation, laboratory, x-ray. Now, with this, we cover the prescribed medicines. Naka-embed po yan sa plan ninyo. No, the prescribed medicines and alternative treatments. So yung mga chiro, no, acupuncture, kino-cover po natin yan. Okay? What else? Kung kanina, sa select plan natin, maganda yung annual physical exam natin, no? It's a comprehensive one. If you're a Blue Royal client, you're covered for executive checkups. Okay? And you could also, or you are entitled of all this, no? So, exclusive benefits under the Blue Royal, we cover the AIDS and HIV. Personal accident is embedded with this. Organ transplants, we cover mental and nervous disorders, no, and yung mental health care benefits. So, say for example, yung mga consultation sa neuro, no, or psych, no, for some hindi siya kino-cover. But with us, since hindi naman sila nagpapa-accredit, we cover it on a reimbursement basis. Okay? We also cover maternity benefits for plans B and C, no? And congenital condition, hospice care, burial expenses. That's included po sa Blue Royal. Yan. Now let's discuss yung timeline natin. So kanina, sabi ko nga po, nung nag-create kami ng study, ang contestability or waiting period for the normal HM or medical insurance is 1 year. For some, it's 2 years. Tama? Okay, regardless kung dineclare mo or hindi. No? Now, with Pacific Cross, on the first day na nagbayad ka na and naayos na yung papers mo, covered ka na, you are covered for accident already. And this will run for the first 30 days. On the 31st day, before, qualifying period lang po ito for viral and bacterial illnesses. No, that this includes COVID. That's before. No, now on the 31st day, we added to cover the pre-existing conditions that are unknown. When you say unknown, never ka pang na-diagnose. Never mong laman na meron kang sakit. Pwedeng nasa sa'yo na, pero since hindi ka nagpapacheck up, hindi ka naman na-diagnose, hindi mo alam. Right? So, ito yung mga, in layman's term, ito yung mga no answers mo sa application form. On the 31st day, i-cover yan. Okay? So, may mga loophole yan. No? Kunwari lang, ako, I had this, I have a high SGPT before. No? Pero nakuha ko siya, nalaman kong mataas yung SGPT levels ko in one of my pre-employment lang. Hindi ako nagpapakonsult eh. Nalaman ko lang pre-employment. Medyo na-hold ako sa HR, mataas SGPT mo, Francis, blah, 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 blah. Diba? Then, I transferred to Pacific Cross. Diba? Tinanong ko yon. Hindi naman ako na-diagnose. Diba? Nag-pre-employment lang ako, mataas SGPT ko. Do I need to declare that? And the answer is yes. Kasi aware ka ni na mataas yung SGPT mo. Now, if a case follows na kunwari, hindi ko siya dineclare, PEME lang naman hindi ko dineclare. Diba? And nag-avail ako kunwari. Diba? There are records, Medical Information Bureau. Diba? There are things like that na nakikita nila na meron kang records. No? So if say for example, hindi ko siya dineclare just because sinabi ko sa sarili ko na wala namang nagsabi sa aking doktor eh. Nakita ko lang sa resulta. PEME lang naman yun. It's between me and the company. Right? No? Pero nalaman, kasi syempre may mga doktor din naman sila doon. Pwede akong ma-disapprove if in case nag-avail ako for that. So with that, I'm just saying na when we talk to a client, it's best for us to tell them na on honest to goodness, utmost good faith, let's declare what we need to declare. Right? Yes, ma'am.
Confirm ko lang, yung accident, yun yung first 30 days. Kasi dati ang orientation sa amin, first 30 days ang accident, bacterial, and viral. So yung viral and bacterial, 31st day na siya mag-take effect.
Kailan yan? Kasi
yun yung orientation sa amin eh. Even before, first 30 days, viral, bacterial, and accident. So ngayon, i-reconfirm ko kung accident lang yung first 30 days. Tama, no?
Accident lang. Well, sorry, the reason why I asked when was that is because
that's how
even po
you were
sa
oriented.
kabila pa ako. Nung agent ako nung 2017, ganito na po siya.
I don't know kung ako lang yung ganun yung pagkakaintindi ko. I would ask my tama no, first 30 days. Ang alam ko kasi first 30 days yung 3 eh.
Alam ko naman nung kay Jopax noon, first year ang covered lang viral, bacterial, and then the accident.
Baka kami ng interpretation. So ngayon iba ulit to. First day.
Last year, up until October of 2023. No? Kasi October 2023 nag-start to eh. October 2023 to. Nag-start to. Pero ever since po, ako po nung agent pa ako way back 2017, ang orientation na sa akin is on the first day, accidents. First 30 days, pure accidents lang po yan.
So yung viral and bacterial, that would be 31st onwards.
31st day onwards.
Okay.
And lahat ng pre-existing conditions, whether it be known or unknown, next year pa po yan.
We will take note on that.
Ay, hindi, 31st day.
Yung first year ate, yung pre-existing,
After
ano na siya, before effectivity date.
Yeah. Hmm. Ang rabies, hindi ba siya accident? Hindi ba covered accident ang pagkagat ng aso? Talaga?
Oo, kay AXA kasi first 30 days rabies, ano, tsaka.
Oo. Ako, I would, ano siya, sorry medyo, well, it's a learning session naman, diba? Technical learning. We learn from each other. Saan under ang, kung hindi accident ang ano? Hindi, kaya nga.
Ang pagkagat ng aso mismo, yung treatment of animal bites, meaning pag kinagat yung sugat, yun po within 24 hours yun. Saka yung, ang tawag dito, yung initial dose ng vaccine. Pero yung mga succeeding doses, iba pa yun.
Oo. Hindi, pero
kung saan siya ipapasok dito, yun yata yung question.
Yun lang yung point of discussion. Kasi ako, I would think na yung pagkagat ng aso sa'yo is an accident. Emergency case. Okay, that's something I need to find. Let's park that question.
Baka depende kung sinadya ba nung aso or nagulat yung aso.
Baka may police report yung aso, no? Anyway, sige po. I'll park that question. Balikan natin yan. So on the 91st day, sorry. If you're under the plans B or C, no? Qualifying period na po tayo. And after 12 months, ayan, pati po yung mga declared condition na natin na covered, no? So again, once we apply or once we submit the application form, it's not a binding commitment na you need to settle, you need to pay, no, tali ka na, hindi po yun. So once we submit the application form, it only means na you're interested to apply or see the medical evaluation results, no. And before you pay, meron po tayong nilalabas na CAC. Yan. Customer acceptance something. Doon sa CAC na yon, makikita kung ano yung mga covered client's application for coverage. So doon makikita kung ano yung mga covered, hindi covered, may premium loading na conditions natin before we go to the settlement of premium. Okay? Next is the select prepaid plans. Ito, very quick lang to. Prepaid plans, no? So, well, it's budget friendly, no? Allows, and so yung mga one-time use natin, right? So we have select ER for treatment of emergency medical condition, yung EROP or ER outpatient natin. Select Assist is emergency inpatient naman. MedSecure is post-hospitalization medicines, no? And Dengue Guard is for dengue, COVID-19 care is for COVID. So a minimum of 5,000 pesos in premium up to a high of 20,000. And the premium, siguro around nasa 1,500 to 5,000 premium per card. And it's a one-time use. Okay. Now let's jump to the HMO-like business. No? So ito naman po, pasadahan lang natin kasi hindi naman siya wala naman siya ganung difference, no, in terms of the other products or providers that you offer, no. So we have three categories: BC Flexi Access Plus S, which caters to a group size of 3 to 9 members. M is 10 to 19, and if you have 20 or more, ito na po yung customizable plan natin. So regardless kung virgin account or hindi, no. But one advantage of which, if we have or we know some virgin accounts na kumbaga, what do you call this, satisfied na dun sa standard benefits, no, we have a parang meron na pong naka-box type na plan for that, no? Regardless kung kung ilan yung headcount, 500 and up, meron po tayo. No? Kung standard at standard lang naman na benefits. And then there's a qualifications lang na kailangan i-follow, like the average age should be below 40, may mga ganun. But if it's more than that, kailangan siyang i-customize. Okay? So, just like any other HMOs po, we cover for inpatient, outpatient, emergency benefits, optional dental coverage, and life insurance. And this is in partnership with Sun Life Grepa Financial. And preventive healthcare po. Normally, it's the same package that we could offer to compete with other HMO insurance products. And tayo kaya? Ayaw ko rin. Saan na? May question.
May question.
Sige po.
Sabi po ni Sir Orlando, if a patient has a pre-existing condition and mag-declare siya, will the patient be advised to undergo a medical exam? If ever na ma-approve, tama po ba na pagkakaintindi ko na for pre-existing condition, it can only be covered after the first year of the policy?
To answer the first question, if i-require siya to undergo medical tests, merong medical questionnaire na hinihingi, na nire-require. And upon submission of the medical questionnaire, there's a possibility na hingan siya ng results for the last 6 months of for a certain tests. Depende dun sa condition. But for us to yung standard na for this condition, kailangan mo magpa-consult, wala naman po. Ganun. For the coverage, yes, again, kung tinanggap ni underwriting yung condition, if it is accepted on the 12 years po. 12 years tuloy, 12 months lang. 12. Binata din. So yun, 12 months, after 12 months. Wait. Contestability. Ayan po. Next. Ayaw to din. Nasagot po ba?
Wala po siyang reply.
Wala siyang reply.
Ay, may tanong pa po siya na isa. Well, will there be a cap po? Cap. will there be a cap po? CAP.
Hello po, sorry. Just to clarify yung question ko. Kasi
Minimal
kanina
coverage.
Hindi, again, yun po yung pwedeng scenario, no? So, it's either magkaroon ka ng premium loading but the coverage is the full amount of the aggregate limit, 1 million, 1.5, 2 million, or pwede pong meron kang premium loading but sasabihin po ni underwriter 50% lang no aggregate limit or 80% lang, 30% lang. Yun po. So, depende po siya sa medical evaluation. Na malalaman naman ni member before siya mag-settle. Hindi naman po namin siya tinatago. Okay po. Ayan. So let's jump to the Flexi Shield. No? So this is one of the, well, not so new products of Pacific Cross. No? And we offer this as a second layer. No? Well, to be honest, just to share also, kanina na-share ko, di ba, na I was with this another insurance agency. No? And ako ang handle ko noon was yung Pacific Cross lang. Pacific Cross lang talaga. So both travel and medical. Wala pa si Flexi Shield nung time na yon. But ano lang po, no, baka makatulong ako. Pero that's how we position the Select and the Blue Royal products. No? If you have clients, group HMO clients, lalo na yung mga executives, no, yun yung pwede nyong gawin or i-offer sa kanila. You offer the Select and the Blue Royal product as a second layer. No? Ngayon, kung medyo namamahalan sila, medyo mahal naman talaga si Pacific Cross, no doubt, pwede natin i-offer si Flexi Shield. Ano talaga? Yan. So si Flexi Shield, ito yung official second layer plan that extends the inpatient coverage. Pero dapat, ma-exhaust muna natin yung first layer. Kung ano yung HMO plan. So this is an individual product that we cover for 15 days old up to 70 years old nga lang. 15 days old kasi kahit po yung mga dependents nila. If the dependents has first layer na coverage, pwede po to. So, ang pwede natin gawin dito is, pwede mong pa next. Ayan. So, ano ba to? Excuse ba natin to? Okay. MBL of the first layer plan must be for each disability. Hindi po pwedeng kunwari meron kayong kakilalang empleyado na ang coverage nila is annual benefit limit. Hindi po papasok ito. Dapat po maximum benefit limit. Naka per disability po siya. And the minimum acceptable MBL is, sorry na bago na yun, 150 if I remember correctly. Tapos kailangan po meron siyang, it's either from a group or an individual HMO plan. I think si Maxi may individual HMO na naka-MBL, di ba? And Medicard and PhilCare, I think. Okay. So tama ako, 150. So once, kunwari po, meron kayong kilala na kaibigan na nagtatrabaho elsewhere. No? Sinabi sa inyo, uy, meron akong coverage under, ano ba? Etika, para iba naman. Under Etika, ang coverage ko 150. Medyo maliit. Diba? So, pwede niyong i-offer to. Once na, kunwari, ma-confine si member for a specific condition. Per illness din po ito, yung 2 million coverage. Per illness, per member, per year. And aside from that, I think meron pa tong daily hospital income benefit, if I remember correctly. Meron yan. So, if kunwari, na-confine si member due to a specific condition, and na-exhaust niya na yung 150, kasi nga maliit eh. Diba? Pwedeng pumasok si FlexiShield, 150. And yung from the exhaustion of 150, may coverage siya na 2 million pesos under Pacific Cross. And ganito lang po siya kamura. So say for example, average age, no? Ako wala pong joke to, nasa 21 to 35 ako. Kunwari may coverage ako 200. Uy, 1992 ako. 1992 ako, sir. 21 to 35, no? And kunwari meron akong coverage na 250,000. And that's small, no? Kasi nga in preparation for, say for example, magkaroon ka ng sakit sa puso and whatnot, 250 is, well, it's there, pero di ba? An addition of 8,400 annually, no? I have a coverage of 2 million pesos on top of what I'm having currently. No? Pero disclaimer, brochure rates po ito, ha? Pati parang same as dun sa Select and Blue Royale, these are brochure rates. And since this is an individual medical insurance plan, ganun din po yung treatment sa kanya. So possible pong magkaroon ng premium loading, possible magkaroon ng exclusions, parang di naman. More on premium loading. So there, that's the FlexiShield.
Sir, Kuya Francis, no? Since 1992 ka eh. 1992 ka pala. This one is top up, no?
Yes.
Top up siya aside. So, ang prospect natin dito is yung, let's say for example, meron na tayong mga na-capture or na-tap na mga clients na they feel like kulang yung MBL nila. So, we can offer this dun sa mga prospects natin. Pero ang question ko naman din is, let's say, since this is individual, let's say nandun na siya sa hospital, and then ang projection sa kanya is, aabot, so sobra ka na dun sa limit mo, tapos saka pa lang siya kukuha ng FlexiShield, or meron tayong policy na ilang days bago pwede i-avail.
Check ko lang yung brochure, pero if I'm not mistaken, that's between 30 to 45 days. Contestability.
Okay, so para maiwasan yung abuse.
So ang maganda po dito, ang pinaka-market nyo dito, kung may mga corporate clients kayo na merong HMO at meron dong gumamit na malaki, di ba? Pagka may corporate client kayo, may mga individual doon na utilizer. Sila po yung una nyong pwedeng ma-offeran nito na last year gumamit ka, ang coverage nyo lang 200 pero gumastos ka ng mas malaki. So gusto mo ba this year, hindi mo nagagastosin yon, magta-top up ka lang ng, kung ka-age mo si Tito Francis, magka-top up ka lang ng 17,685, di ba? So yun yung parang I mean, kasama na yon sa atin as agents and members. Maganda nalalaman natin sino dun sa mga clients natin yung utilizer kasi sila yung most likely na pwedeng maging sa kanila to, maging magandang addition sa kanila.
Question, Kuya Francis.
Yes, ate.
Ay, kuya na. May mga card or sabihin nating HMO na card na one time lang yung gamit ng hospitalization pero continuous yung consultation, outpatient, laboratory, everything. Pwede din ba dyan yun? Hindi? Okay.
Kasi po dapat naka-maximum. Naka-MBL siya. Hindi po pwede yung mga one-time test. Questions po? Clarifications? Violent reactions?
Ayan, may question daw tayo sa Zoom. So, ang question ni Ms. Liz is if my client is a family of 4 members, 2 adults and 2 children, can the 2 members avail of the Flexi Shield and the 2 members will remain on the Select plan? So, I think
kasi individual naman po ito. So, hindi po siya pilitan.
Pero I think yung dito sa 2 members, pwedeng 2 members lang, no? Pwedeng 2 members lang po yung mag-a-avail ng Flexi Shield. Yes, correct. Wala siyang...
Sorry, just to clarify, we need to follow the hierarchy kasi since it's a second layer, yung first layer mo sa HMO, may naman yun eh. May hierarchy din yun.
Yeah.
Pero kung kunwari mag-asawa, tapos 2 anak, tapos ang gusto lang either mother, father, and then the kid, ganun.
2 lang. Mother and father lang siguro.
O kung ganun, kung diretso siya, I think pwede naman.
Pero if yung magkakapatid, yung anak lang, tapos yung parents hindi nag-Flexi Shield, pwede ba yan? Since this is individual, I think pwede siya, di ba? Wala siyang hierarchy since individual siya.
Oo.
Kasi hindi siya family, di ba?
Nalito ako doon. Sorry. Oo nga. Yeah. Pwede naman. Kasi kung mag-skip ka naman ng hierarchy, pwede mo naman siya kuwanan as individual. Eh.
Yes.
Kasi the adult could enroll as the policy owner but not the insured.
Correct. And since hindi nyo naman na makaka-capture, let's say, sa ibang HMO siya magkaroon ng family account, tapos sa inyo, ang in-apply lang niya yung anak niya.
Okay lang.
Okay lang yan. Hindi natin ma-check. Okay.
Same with Select. Kung kukuhanan mo ng individual. Pero kung mag-a-apply sa dependent, that's where we need to follow the hierarchy. Yeah. So any more questions po? I think this is some unique selling proposition on how to position Pacific Cross. Well, there's HMO, there's life insurance. HMO, typically 50. 500,000 is a medyo outrage na yan. Medyo malaking coverage na yan. And it's exclusive per illness per year. And the availment of benefits, limited lang po sa accredited network. And this provides funding, ito po yung sinasabi natin, for the maintenance of health. Consultations, laboratory. And si Pacific Cross, on the other hand, we have a higher amount of coverage. Pero on a more or less similar premium. Wala lang akong brochure. Sige. Anyway, okay lang. Siguro on the other TLC course, it's on a per illness, pwede po, si Select Standard, or we could have an aggregate limit of 1 million and above. And we have the freedom to choose our own doctor. And again, pwede natin siyang pakiusapan kung okay ba siyang tumanggap. And this provides funding for the treatment of conditions when health starts to decline. Again, with Pacific Cross po kasi we technically prepare our clients, no, for the catastrophic illnesses po talaga. No? So it's not for the health maintenance, but it's more on giving a peace of mind when you need it the most. No? So well, technically this is the last slide of our presentation. If you have any questions, clarifications, and Ange and I will be here for the next 2 minutes to answer your questions. Thank you very much, everyone.